2 died?
Yeah, 2 died.
Okay. So it's pretty bad, you know. And, you know, this is a country where we constantly get earthquakes. You know, we had the terrible earthquake in 2011, you know, March 11, 2011 earthquake, the Tohoku Daishinsei, which was devastating. So luckily this one wasn't as bad, but it was still pretty bad. Like a magnitude 6 earthquake is pretty darn strong.
I think I would fall down.
Yeah, I mean it's
and with everything else.
Yeah, it's powerful enough to take you off your feet if you're not, you know, well
Really?
balanced. It can if you're not
Take off your feet?
No, sweep you off your feet.
Oh.
Did I say take you off your feet?
I heard take off your feet. I said,
Okay.
what's going on?
No, damn, that's a really serious earthquake.
You're shaking so much that like the base of your ankles have shattered and it took off my feet.
Jesus.
Wow.
That's like a magnitude like 20 earthquake.
Anyways, no, but yeah, that's pretty intense. I think the first time I went to Japan, I did experience an earthquake. It wasn't that bad, but well, at least from like what I heard, and it was really funny because we were in bed and in the middle of the night or early in the morning, I was woken up because things were shaking and things were kind of like falling.
Wasn't it like a 4? It was like a magnitude 4 or something like that.
I don't know.
It was pretty strong from what I saw the next morning.
Yeah, it like I woke up and then I was like, Joey, and you're like, "Rah." And then I said, is this an earthquake? Yes. Now go to sleep. Okay. And then I'm just looking at the ceiling like, I mean, I've never experienced an earthquake before, but should I just be relaxing now, or should I be concerned? And then I was like, well, you know what? What do I know? I'm just a stingy foreigner. This is probably normal. But the one time I experienced an earthquake in Japan, I get a call the next morning from my mom and all of my friends being like, oh my god, I heard there was an earthquake. Are you okay? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then my mom, she was just like, come back home. I will buy your ticket. And I said, is it really that bad? Like, I've never experienced one, but it wasn't that bad. But I think the thing that made it go overseas is because it happened in the same place as the
epicenter was where the giant magnitude 8 earthquake was, and so people were like, oh man, here comes round 2, but it was like, you know, magnitude 4, or I think it was something like a 3. Just to let you know, I'm the kind of person who can sleep through a magnitude 5 earthquake. Which is bad. Like, I'll get up the next morning and, like, I turn on the TV and there'd just be news everywhere of, like, there was a magnitude 5 earthquake, and I check Twitter and everyone's like, oh my god, did you feel the earthquake last night? And I'm like, what? No? I slept through the whole thing. Which is bad, I know. But I wanted to ask, actually, because, like, you know, California is obviously famous for having earthquakes because it's right on the fault line. But, like, do you get earthquakes here, like in Nevada?
No, not really. I think we always thought this as a joke, but when you think of what are some natural disasters that you have to worry about in Vegas, not a lot. Just a lot of wind and some sand in your eyes.
Yeah, because you don't even get like bushfires out here because there's no bush.
No, like we're literally a desert that has been dried out, so you just get really hot rocks.
Right.
But the thing that we've always said that you probably have to worry about the most is a bomb, and we have bomb alarms here just because Area 51's here, and a lot of yeah. So we're kind of like the holders of all of that because we have so much space. Because Las Vegas, even though it's a major city, we're one of the.
It's a major city for 3 blocks.
Yeah, it's really small here. And then Area 51, if you just keep going like out of Vegas, like a few miles, you'll hit a sign that says "Don't go any further past this point." There's a truck looking right at you, making sure you don't. Nobody knows what happens when you go.
That's where the aliens are stored. We all know.
Yeah. So. Yeah, so we don't have many bizarre natural causes that we have to worry about.
Bizarre disasters.
Yeah, bizarre disasters, except...
Dude, I'd watch a show called Bizarre Disasters.
Yeah, and
Sounds like a good band name.
I think another thing is... Yeah, I think a lot of the world just stores a lot of things here because we just have all this space, because I believe that there was one where people were really concerned of like a mountain that had a lot of nuclear weapons in it.
Right.
I think so anyway. But anyways, besides that,
so you don't experience earthquakes?
No.
Has there ever been an earthquake here?
No.
Really?
No.
Because I'm surprised, because like, you know, obviously Nevada is, for those of you who don't know American geography, Nevada, which is the state that Las Vegas is in, which is where we are right now, is next to California, which is where like Los Angeles, you know, Hollywood, all of that is. And Los Angeles, or more specifically California, sits on a fault line, which is basically where two platonic, or two plates, rather, of the Earth's crust kind of rub together, and that's how earthquakes happen.
Well, to be fair, Las Vegas is like on the other end of Nevada.
Right.
Like, so I have my phone up here. If you guys look at your phone, just pretend it's Nevada, like a state.
Okay.
Yeah, this is exactly how we're shaped.
Yeah.
California is on the left side.
Alright.
Las Vegas is on the right side at the very bottom.
Right.
So I don't think we're even gonna feel anything.
So, unless it's like a really, like, massive earthquake.
Yeah, which doesn't really happen in
Yeah.
Cali anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
But earthquakes do happen there, and then Cali will probably just chill out with Hawaii.
Well, because like I keep forgetting that, like, you know, Japan as a country, just geographically, is just so much smaller than America.
I'm surprised that the Philippines also doesn't get earthquakes.
Why?
I don't know. Doesn't it just seem like a country that would be getting that?
Philippines, the country of earthquakes.
Or maybe it did at one point. And that's why it's broken apart now.
Wow, that was a serious earthquake that happened. Jeez.
Maybe.
Do you get what kind of natural disasters are there in the Philippines?
Oh, lots. Thunder, floods, thunder and floods.
So basically everything that we get in Australia, but Australia has so much more. Literally, the only two natural disasters we don't get in Australia are earthquakes and volcanoes, because we sit in the middle of a plate, so we're nowhere near any epicenter of an earthquake. Although we occasionally have some, but they're very, very small.
But you guys are a first world country, so you guys are kind of prepared if that stuff happens.
I guess we're just more prepared for bushfires more than anything. That's the scary part.
In
It's because we're as hot as Nevada, but we have so much more bushland around.
In the Philippines, there isn't really anything. It's like if it happens, then say goodbye to your house.
Yeah, we're also
It
like
kinda
pretty.
sucks.
We're also pretty safe from tsunamis because, like, at least on the East Coast, like a lot of especially like the Great Barrier Reef,
Right.
is a great barrier. Like,
Yeah, I can
literally,
only imagine southeast countries of how hectic it really gets. I've never been there.
Where?
Southeast.
Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been to Southeast Asia?
When?
Philippines.
That's not southeast.
That's technically a Southeast
No,
Asian
no.
country,
It's
isn't
not.
it? Or are we talking like Vietnam and like around
Yeah,
there, like India and stuff like that?
Right.
Right. Oh, okay. So around there. Yeah, I'm sure it gets pretty intense out there.
But with Japan, like, you guys are pretty prepared for your earthquakes.
Yeah,
Like, you
because we
guys-
get them so frequently.
Yeah,
That's not like if we get like a magnitude 3 earthquake, most places will be like, "Oh my god, it's a magnitude 3 earthquake!"
I
Like
think-
everybody panic. Where we're just like, yeah, whatever.
I feel like whenever things happen in Japan, besides the one that happened in 2011, I feel the rest of the world gets more scared for you guys than you guys over yourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Like for example, like the nuclear bomb that went over you guys, and then like everyone's like, "Oh my god, that's terrible!" And then when they interviewed the Japanese, they were like, "If it happens, it happens, man."
Yeah, exactly.
They were just like, "Well, what are we gonna do? We got 5 minutes."
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but I mean, like, we're pretty prepared when it comes to earthquakes.
Good.
Like, you know, when people, the biggest advice I give to people
मार दिया मैंने
to
दीवार में मार
Japan
दिया
is like
मर गया।
try if you can, if you're gonna rent out an apartment or a property, try and get an apartment that is less than 10 years old. Because apartments that are less than 10 years old, most of them aren't equipped with like earthquake-proof structures.
You mean the apartments that are less?
Try and get apartments that are less than 10 years old.
Yeah, you said apartments that are less than 10 years old
Which is-
don't have.
Oh, they do have. Sorry, the apartments that are more than 10 years old, the older ones, aren't really built on structure. Because like newer apartments in Japan, the bonework or the framework of those apartments are made from like this flexible metal that actually sways. When an earthquake happens, the building actually sways with
spring.
the earthquake. Yeah,
It's a spring.
it moves with the earthquake, and so when a big earthquake happens, the newer apartments are a lot scarier to be in because they shake a hell of a lot more. But that's actually safer.
But they won't like crash.
No, they won't crash and fall. They won't crumble under the shake because they're kind of riding the wave, essentially,
I
of
want
the earth.
to know why people choose to live on a landslide. Why? Like on the side of a hill. Why do you choose that? In a
My parents' house is on a landslide.
that just scares me.
But the thing is, we don't get landslides in Australia.
Oh, okay.
Very rarely do we. Even
Oh, you know what? Actually, it's California that I'm thinking of that I'm worried about.
California.
They do get landslides.
I'm sure every country gets a landslide, but like I think like it just depends on like the soil. Because like Australia, I'm sure there are places in Australia that get landslides. It's just like I don't know, maybe our soil is different, or the way that we structure houses on those like steep slopes are like different. I mean, we've had horrible like rainfall in our place before, but we've never had to worry about a landslide.
Right.
Just because I feel that the house is just like properly structured on the... Anyway. Enough about the structure of my parents' house back home. But yeah, what I thought was really cool that I saw this morning was that, you know, obviously the magnitude 6 earthquake that happened in Osaka was pretty intense. A lot of people lost power, a lot of people lost, you know, connections to whatever, so they couldn't like call home to, or, you know, call their relatives or friends or anything outside of Osaka to be like, hey, I'm safe, you know, all that kind of stuff. So what, there's a company in Japan called KDDI, which is essentially the equivalent of, say, like, in America it'd be like T-Mobile, in Australia it'd be like Telstra, you know, like the huge, like, internet providers and mobile phone providers.
Right.
I used to be with them. KDDI, what I saw on Twitter was that today they actually, for people living in Osaka, because they saw so many people had lost power and couldn't contact their friends and family to say that they were safe, they actually opened up their services free of charge.
That's so nice.
For everybody to be able to contact their parents and, like, you know, be able to access the internet and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's only in Japan you get service like that.
Yeah.
Because so many people in the Twitter feed were like, oh, if this was America, they'd probably charge you double the price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw, well...
But in Japan, they were just like, you know what?
Actually,
a lot of people are suffering. We'll just for today, we'll open up all of our, like, internet and phone services for free for anybody to use.
Well, you know what? I think we're a lot nicer than that, though. Like, in the circumstances that happened to any country, I'm sure if it was proposed, they would do it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Like...
But the thing is, it happens so frequently in Japan, though, like,
You didn't expect it?
Well, I mean, it's not that I didn't... If anything, I did expect it. It's just a nice gesture that I feel that...
It reiterates that
It reiterates that thought, exactly.
Yeah.
It reiterates that, like, you know, idea that, you know, Japanese companies and, like, the whole earthquake thing, like, Japan really is, like, together in that aspect. Like, because, you know, we experience it so often. And we are a small country, you know, like, not population-wise, but, like, you know, just... geographically we are a small country, so if something happens somewhere, then it affects a lot of places. Like, you know, you felt, even though Osaka is 2.5 hours away via bullet train from Tokyo, that earthquake that happened in Osaka was felt all the way through to Tokyo. Like, it wasn't as strong. I think it was like a magnitude 3 in Tokyo, but people in Tokyo still felt that earthquake.
Right.
From all the way over.
Yeah, so that says a lot about the magnitude of that. I remember when that one earthquake that I felt the first time, I'm in a group chat with some of our Japanese friends, and the girls, they were just texting me like, hey, so because we're all like from a different country.
Yeah.
Like none of us are born and raised from Japan. So they have Japanese phones, and on the Japanese phone, it actually like notifies you about these things.
Yeah.
You know, whether there's been like a nuclear bomb that went over.
It's an earthquake that's about to hit.
Yeah, or if there's an earthquake that's about to hit, and also as well as the information of that earthquake, of what happened.
Yeah.
So the girls got the information, and they're like, yeah, so you girls felt that last night? I said, that was my first one. And then one of them was like, man, you are having like a strong introduction to Japan, Rocky. Because she was just like, first you came like when there's pollen, and then now you experience an earthquake. Like, what's next? And then, so then they were like, did anyone else's family contact them? And I was like, yeah, mine did. And they said, yeah, it makes you wonder sometimes sometimes it really surprises you that we all just live here willingly.
Yeah, and I mean, like, honestly, like, I feel it's because, like, again, like, Japan as a country is just so used to stuff like that we're fully prepared.
Okay.
You know? And it's just, like, it's interesting how, like, all the measurements that are just implemented in now, that it's become natural. Like, even if a magnitude 6 earthquake happens, like, we're all just like, it happens, you know? At least it's not as bad as this other time where it was much bigger, you know? Because we've always experienced worse. And Japan is just, as a country, I feel, and as a culture, it's just really good at just getting itself back up on its feet.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know what? That's the thing I like about Japan. You know, even with earthquakes and stuff, that I mean, that's probably the biggest worry for you guys. And plus, like at the time, I know like North Korea is kind of going through a different change now, but for the longest time, it was either North Korea or these earthquakes.
Yeah.
That's pretty much like the two biggest things that I believe that you guys probably had to face. would you say?
Probably.
So now, but other than that, you guys are very safe. You guys are like just very to yourself. So if you guys are like into, you know, just to your own personal space, you guys want like a clean, healthy country, and there's like lots of beautiful and many things to do, then I would definitely recommend Japan.
Yeah.
Also, if you guys don't mind, if you don't speak in a country that's quite isolated to their own language, I mean they're a lot better now, but as a foreigner coming in, it's pretty difficult. If you don't mind that, then I would definitely recommend Japan.
Yeah, I honestly like get a lot of people saying like, "Oh, I want to go visit Japan or I want to move to Japan, but I'm afraid of the earthquakes. I'm afraid of North Korea. I'm afraid of all these natural disasters and
think with
everything." But it's like, I had the same argument with my parents when I first decided to move back to Japan.
What, they argued with you on going back?
Well, my dad did for a little bit. He's like, what about the earthquakes? What about the tsunamis? What about the, Mount Fuji erupting, or stuff like that? And I'm just like, dude, if I was afraid of natural disasters, I wouldn't live on Earth. Because there is no place on Earth that is safe from natural disasters.
There's always and there's always something about a different country where there's always like a risk or like a downfall of, or something like that. But you always have to figure out, and it's different for everyone, but on your own personal stance, can the benefits of me moving here outweigh the risks? If so, and if it makes me more happier, then sure, make the decision. For me, I'm still in the process of trying to get a visa to Japan. I've made up my mind that I definitely do want to live there for an X amount of point in my life. I don't know if it's a place that I would like spend the rest of my life in.
But you will never know until you actually give it a go.
Right. And from the times that I've went, and I go for quite a long time, like quite for
months at a time.
Yeah, months at a time. I love it. Any like downfalls of it have just kind of been, it just comes with it, you know. But
there's no perfect place to live.
Yeah, but my experiences in Japan have completely outweighed all the risks of like, okay, yeah, this could happen, but you know what, I'm still gonna do it. So
that's good news for me.
yeah, I feel I feel I could live quite like a happy life, and if I did, let's say, become victim to an earthquake, at least I had a pretty peaceful, happy life.
I mean, hey, yeah, exactly. Like, that's the same thing I said to my dad. I'm like, yeah, okay, Dad, like, there might be earthquakes in Japan, but what about the bushfires in Australia? They're just as dangerous, if not more.
Right.
So, and then he was like, all right, yeah, fair enough, get out of here.
Sure.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's basically our experiences and thoughts on it. So the biggest earthquake you've ever experienced is a magnitude 4.
Yes.
Biggest earthquake I've ever experienced was a magnitude 6 in Tokyo. Oh no, that wasn't in Tokyo. That was in Sendai. That was in Tohoku. Because I was in a DVD store with my sister, and we were just checking out like DVDs and stuff like that. And then the whole place started to shake, and all the DVDs just like flew out from the shelves, and I had to like grab my sister and like run outside. It was actually really, really scary.
Yeah, that's actually something that you guys need to do. If you do experience an earthquake that's big, the best thing you can do is actually go outside.
Have I ever told you about this?
Isn't it?
Yeah. Have I ever told you about the story of like a really funny earthquake story? I know that's a weird preface, but like a really funny earthquake story about my mom. So like it was like during high school, and she was running out the front of the school like grounds, and when you run, and like say if you're like running on the street, and then you like look towards like a house, because you're running, like your body is moving up and down, right? Just naturally, because that's just like the motion of running. And so she was just running, and then she looks towards the school building, and obviously from her point of view, the school building is going up and down because her body's going up and down, right? And she's like, okay, cool, running, and then as she's looking at the school moving up and down, she stops and then notices that the school building is still moving up and down. And she's like, I've stopped running. Why is the school still moving up and down? She just realized there was a massive earthquake.
Okay.
And she didn't notice it until she stopped, because her running just so coincidentally happened to match with the strength of the earthquake that she didn't realize that the school building was actually shaking up and down because of an earthquake and not just because
How
of her
did she
running.
not feel that?
Because she was running.
Oh.
She was so focused in running that when she stopped, she suddenly felt it. And she was like, "Oh God, how? That's weird."
That's so weird.
Yeah, that must have been bizarre. But anyway, that's basically the pros and cons of earthquakes, living in Japan, all that kind of stuff. Let us know your thoughts and opinions on anything we said in this episode by using our specialized hashtag on Twitter. What was it again, Aki?
SBS Anime.
Hashtag SBS Anime. Let us know your thoughts and opinions. We'd love to know them. But guys, thank you once again for listening into another episode of the Anime Show, Joey and Aki. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, favorite, comment, share it with all of your friends, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
This is Eat Your Kimchi on SBS Pop Asia.
Hey, this is Simon.
And this is Martin.
Wait, this is the first one or this is the second one? What? I don't know, man.
Another SBS Pop Asia pod.
Because we're gonna be talking a question for you.
Joey and Aki. Joey and Aki.
Welcome back to another episode of the Anime Show with Joey and Aki. I'm your host, Joey.
And I'm your co-host Aki, and I got a question for you guys. Army, where are you at? Because we're gonna be talking about K-pop.
If you enjoyed the show, make sure to like, favorite, comment, and share it with all of your friends. It's another episode of this show.
What up, fam squad? How many are you?
That's the name of our audience then. You are the official SBS Pop Asia fam squad.
What up, guys? Anyways, so today we're gonna be talking about something related to like kind of otaku culture, K-pop. Because I recently found out, because I've been getting a little bit more into K-pop thanks to the fans of my YouTube channel, Aki Dares. Please subscribe. Anyways, so
Nice self-plug there.
yeah. Anyways, so you guys may or may not have heard of a really big hit called Fake Love by BTS. Yeah, when I saw it last time, it was like at 200 mil. So that's pretty fast growth. It was just released, I think, maybe a week and a half ago.
200 million views?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm looking right here. Oh, no, not 200 mil. 151 million.
That's still impressive for
Yeah,
3
that-
weeks ago.
For 3 weeks. Okay, yeah, 3 weeks ago, Fake Love by BTS was released. And now we are racking in 151 million views. So what I've heard about BTS is that it's pretty much game-changing for the K-pop industry. And also, BTS got #1 album in the United States. That's crazy.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, I'm not complaining, but I'm just very, very surprised because it's not something you hear on the radio here. It's not something everyone's talking about in the US. So the fact that I got #1 album, I'm guessing a lot of let's just say normies are like, what? Who is that? I don't know who this is.
I think though the fact that like you haven't heard it on the radio or you haven't heard it on the TV just goes to show you how, I guess, almighty and all powerful the internet is now.
Or how mighty a fan base is for K-pop, for
especially in
BTS.
especially K-pop is just exploded in America
The,
for like
the
nowhere.
army has won this battle,
Oh god.
but there's still a war to be held, which
Yeah.
is the...
Would you say you're part of the army?
Not yet.
Not yet.
The door opened when I made my K-pop video, where fans like sent me links and songs and videos for me to indulge in.
What is like the requirements to be part of the army?
You just have to really like BTS.
Do you really like BTS?
I downloaded their album of Love Yourself. And I'm still getting used to it. Because I haven't indulged in any K-pop for like years. I'm still back in like the whole FX Girls' Generation, Shiny, and Big Bang like era. So I haven't moved on yet. And so listening to BTS, I haven't found too many where I'm like, wow, you know? Sorry, Army, I'm very picky when it comes to music, so I haven't been part of the army yet, but I have been blasting Fake Love. I don't know if you hear me from outside, but
Yeah, it's personally kind of getting annoying
Really?
how much you're blasting it.
Okay.
Because I'm I'm not a big fan of it. I'm sorry. If you are part of the army and you're listening to, I know it's blasphemous for me to say on air, especially concerning, you know, there's probably a lot of K-pop fans who are listening to this show right now. I don't know, man. I can't get into it.
Yeah.
I feel it's an area in music that is heavily dominated by the females. I mean, I'm sure there's guys who listen to BTS too and K-pop and stuff like that, and you know, no judging, but I don't know. Just personally, it's not my kind of music.
Yeah. So like, if we were to nix the music, you can't deny that those music videos and the work put into them is like excruciatingly like talented.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Like that's not where my criticism lies.
Yeah.
You
No, we're just gonna like try and save you
Like
from the army.
some of these guys are pretty gosh darn good looking.
Yeah, like I know that with K-pop in the industry, that the training for people to go on auditions, and then even after auditions, you're kind of put on this list of whether or not you'll actually be part of a band, or whether you'll be one of like the backup dancers at concerts or something,
Right.
or if you're just eternally going to be there like wasting your time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know how training goes with K-pop.
Enlighten me.
Okay, so this isn't like the completely accurate stuff, but this is basically the general gist of it. Let's say you make it through auditions and now you're kind of part of that agency,
Yeah.
and just like everyone else in that agency, you want to be part of the next girl group or the next boy group.
Yeah.
You wake up at 7 a.m., like 7 in the morning, and throughout the whole day, like till late at night, here's what you're practicing. Probably an hour or two of dance, an hour or two of sing, rap, and then singing in other different languages.
Not Korean?
It's Korean and then also other languages. If in K-pop, some of their songs, they sing it in Japanese, English, and I don't know Chinese. I don't think I've seen it, but definitely Japanese and English.
I've definitely heard Japanese and English, yeah.
Yeah, so they try and practice those.
Right.
And they try to do it in a way where it's like it's natural.
I guess they're speaking Japanese and English because other than English-speaking countries, or rather Korean-speaking countries, the two biggest countries are Japan and every other English-speaking country.
Pretty much.
So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know about Chinese though. I don't think I've seen any, but I'm fairly certain that it's been done before. So yeah, it takes a lot to really stand out from the crowd. I can only imagine how the auditions for Girls' Generation did, considering how many chicks are in there. But you have to have something to bring to the table. And then looks-wise, I don't know if this is true, but like I've been looking at a few like posts where, you know, a lot of these stars, they do get plastic surgery, and I don't doubt it. They have like before and after pictures. And
Aren't there more like South Koreans who do have surgery done than those that don't? Or is that just like a stigma that comes from like a stereotype?
I'm not sure of the statistics, but it's definitely a stereotype, and it's
Yeah.
it's a pretty big marketing for South Korea.
Right.
So yeah.
Like it's really normal to get plastic surgery. in South
Yeah,
Korea,
like it's
yeah.
not something to be crucified for, and I heard that it's also really cheap as well. That's why
Yeah.
people go there. And from what I've seen, I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty skilled, and I wouldn't mind having some Korean plastic surgery myself. I just don't know what I would have done.
I mean, personally, you don't need anything.
Nah, thank you. You're too nice, but you're my boyfriend. You're supposed to say that. But everyone else, I
I
don't really.
want to open a can of worms for like the ethics of plastic surgery or whatever, because we could be here forever. But
Yeah.
let's just say I ain't a big fan.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes you look good, no doubt. But like, you know, I don't understand people who like, oh, I have a little bit of a messed up chin, and then you go to plastic surgery. It's like it's not that bad. Honestly, there are more people that need it more than your little bit dingy chin.
And
you
I'm
know?
on the other side where I'm like, if you want it, if it made you happier and you got the money and you do look good after, I don't see what the problem was here.
Yeah, but looks isn't important. It's about what's inside that matters.
Yeah, sometimes.
You're not gonna say no.
No, I'm not against it. It's just I don't see a problem with someone who does it because they wanted to. Because
fair enough.
it's kind of mixing with what you said. Man, again, we're a can of words. I'll just finish it off with this. If you want it, it doesn't hurt my life, and so why am I going to waste my time?
Because
with
it will potentially hurt my children.
Will it?
Yeah.
What?
Because, like, if you get a kid, right? Like, your kid isn't going to pass down the plastic surgery. Like, your kid isn't gonna come out with your plastic surgery-fied face. Is that a word?
I guess, but
Yeah.
I'm the type that don't even care about kids. But anyways, with the Korean plastic
No, anyway,
surgery
yeah.
on these K-pop stars, it's freaking impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically this episode.
I mean, yeah, no, I mean, no doubt. Like the guys and girls who are in the K-pop groups, and even just some normal Korean guys and girls who get plastic surgery, no doubt they look awesome. And it totally makes sense if you're in a show business like K-pop, where it's all about the singing and the dancing, but also most importantly how you look.
yeah.
Then clearly plastic surgery is gonna help, and I don't have a problem with that. But anyway, go back to the routine.
Oh, right, yes, the routine. So they spend like hours upon hours with all this stress of dancing, learning different languages. I know that one of my favorite girl groups, probably my top favorite girl group, is the one that actually got me into K-pop, called FX. I really, really like them, and one of my favorite members in there is a member called Amber. And I think that I read somewhere that she was Chinese, and that she's basically the rapper girl of the group, and that's exactly what she brought to the table.
Is she called Amber because she spits fire?
But yeah, so yeah, her name is Amber, and they really, really, really wanted her.
Right.
Like they just loved the way that she rapped, but she spoke Chinese, so she really struggled with other things, but they gave her like kind of incentives. So it kind of sucks that there is some favoritism, but hey, as an artist, when you know what you want it.
Yeah.
So
Just go for it.
yeah, pretty much. It kind of sucks for everyone else because they're like, oh, but I've been working just as hard. I can only imagine, the drama that goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And then some of these people, they'll be part of the industry for like 5 years, just training, all to just be kind of a backup dancer for one concert. And then some.
That's kind of like in J-pop as well, though. With
Yeah.
like Morning Musume and AKB48 and like all those like huge girl groups, and even like Johnny's, which is like the huge industry for guy pop groups. So like, if we're talking nowadays, with like Arashi, and like back then we'd be like SMAP. And like those kinds of boy groups, like to get into that kind of stuff, or like J-Soul Brothers and that kind of stuff, like to get into those kinds of groups is like intense for some guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. When I see some of like the intense training with those, it does show at the very end. And then with the music videos, I don't know whose idea it was in the very beginning to make them that extravagant, but it's bright colors.
I mean, they had to stand out from the rest of the world in some
Pretty
way.
much.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, it's like cocaine for the eyes whenever you watch a K-pop video. And I'm always impressed every single time. And I'm just sold fantasy on like those girls and those guys. And sometimes I'm not even listening to the music by that point. I'm like, you know what? You guys look good.
Well, that's what me and my sister used to have fun with. Like when I was living back in Australia, we'd actually in Sunday mornings they would play SBS Pop Asia, and there'd be like TV show on SBS, and they would just play all of these like K-pop music videos. And my sister and I, we never were into the music, but we just liked watching SBS Pop Asia and playing this game called Is That a Guy or a Girl?
Yeah.
Because some of these groups were just like, I genuinely don't know. Is that a guy? Is that a girl? Because all the girls look like really pretty girls, and all the guys look like really pretty girls.
I think that I could probably play that game more so with Japanese bands more than I could K-pop. Because
Nah,
with
Japanese bands is a lot easier.
Really? No, I don't think so. Here,
Yeah.
I will pull one up right now. You start.
Okay, we're talking about like Visual K, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well Visual K is a little bit easier because there are way less female Visual K bands than there are male Visual K bands.
No, but I'm saying that they have the look of like.
Oh yeah. But I mean, you're showing me a picture right now of some of these guys. Well, I mean, obviously, okay. Well, I don't know why we're doing this on an audio program.
Yeah.
when no one can see it.
Okay, the band is Alice 9. Now go on Google Images right now. Go to Alice 9. ALICE.
CE
And then,
space NINE.
yeah, Alice 9, like Alice in Wonderland and the number 9.
Okay.
Okay, I'm showing you a picture right now.
Okay, that guy. Okay, so there's 5 guys right now, or 5 what is supposedly guys. Okay, left, right, and second from the right are definitely dudes.
Yeah,
That's definitely a dude. Mm-hmm. And that's probably a girl.
they're all guys.
Oh, they're all guys.
Yes.
Okay.
See what I mean?
I don't know. I thought you were giving me like a trick question.
Okay. Then I'll pull up.
So I'm
more.
saying all of them are guys. Like if someone said, "Oh yeah, they're all guys," then I'll be like, "Yeah, of course."
But yeah, so okay, relaying it back to K-pop, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry, that was just really fun to do, and I hope that you guys like kind of participate in that yourselves when you go on Google Images. But yeah, so with K-pop, not a big fan of the music. All right, I'll take that, and I'm still trying to get into it, and I have my fair share of it. People that got me into K-pop, like again, all just said BTS and also Red Velvet. One is a guy group and one is a girl group. As far as if I'm part of the army, I wouldn't say not yet. I'm gonna say not
Do
yet.
you want to be part of the army?
I don't know yet because I mean, if it happens, it happens. Because I mean, it's just one of those other things that just reiterate like just me being a chick.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess I have been playing Fake Love a lot, and I have been listening to the entire album. But right now, I don't know why I'm not hooked quite yet. But I am always hooked to those music videos and the guys.
Probably because you're just not hooked to the music.
Probably.
Like you're hooked to the music videos,
Yeah.
but it's just not your type of music. to
But see, the
listen to.
thing is that I used to really like it back then.
Yeah, well, tastes change. I used
I
to like
guess,
certain bands, but now I don't.
Yeah.
I am Mr.
So
Beast.
you know, it's interesting. But like again, like just because I'm not into the
अगर ये
music,
खेलता
like,
क्या
I
अभी
don't
तक तू
condone anybody. Like
Right.
BTS fans can, or sorry, Army, you can do whatever the heck you
Agario
want.
is the best.
And
Let's
the
play
fact
Agario.
that again, like the BTS got #1 in America suggests that there really is no stopping it at this point.
The army is unbeatable.
Yeah, just leave me alone, please, Army. Yeah, guys, let us know using the hashtag. What was it again, Aki?
I think it was something that rhymes with SBS anime. Guess what it is?
Is it SBS Banime?
That's right.
Hashtag SBS Anime. Let us know if you are part of the army. What do you think about K-pop? What do you think about J-pop? All that kind of stuff. And I guess
I guess since you're on SBS, I mean K-pop's a huge thing on this.
yeah, K-pop is a huge thing, and I'm assuming I angered a couple of people by saying that I'm not into K-pop. So please go easy on
It's
me.
okay. I probably angered by some people by saying, not yet.
Yeah, well, just give us some time, or at least give Aki some time.
Yeah, give
I'm
me some
probably-
time to grow. Hey, at least you have proof. Like this isn't just something that I'm just doing on YouTube. Like I am legit behind the scenes, and Joey can vouch for me.
behind the scenes like BTS.
Yeah.
Oh नहीं ये तो
Ah, okay, I get it.
You completely flopped
नहीं,
that
नहीं,
Yeah,
when I said it like 2
yeah.
minutes ago.
I didn't even like.
That's what I thought BTS stood for.
No.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And I keep saying that
मैं
joke and nobody
कुछ
gets
नहीं
it.
कर रहा
I'm
मैं
sad.
stream कर
Anyway,
रहा हूँ
yeah,
और मेरे
like
मैप नहीं लोड होता
I'm probably not gonna be there, so I guess welcome Aki with open arms once she gets there, and I'll
ठीक
just
है
kind of
मेरा
be
वाला मैप
standing
का
over by the.
भाई रेड ही कर दे वायरस
Right.
But thank you again for listening in to another episode of the Anime Show with Joe and Aki. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, favorite, comment, share it with all of your friends. It helps the podcast out a lot, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Another SBS Pop Asia podcast. It's the Anime Show with Joey and Aki.
Welcome back to another episode of the Anime Show with Joey and Aki. I'm your host, Joey.
And I'm your co-host Aki. And in this
भाई
episode, we're going to
मेरे
be
पास
talking
तेरे
about
जैसे
the
viewers
newly
नहीं है बात
released
करने वो
Toonami
तो मैं
special
बोर हो
of
रहा
Fully
हूँ तो
Cooley
मैं
season 2
पॉडकास्ट
and
सुन रहा
3
हूँ
after 17 years.
मेरी
If you
आवाज
enjoy the
बढ़ाऊँ
show, make
एक
sure to
सेकंड
like, favorite, comment,
लेट
and
मी
share
फिक्स
it
माय
with all
ऑडियो
of your
वैसे अभी तक
friends.
फिक्स हो जानी चाहिए हुई क्या
Welcome back to another episode of the Anime Show with your hosts
मैं
Joey and
desktop volume
Aki.
कम कर
I'm
देता
your
हूँ
co-host
और
Aki, and that is the host
microphone volume बढ़ा
Joey.
देता हूँ
And in this episode, we're going to be
Desktop
talking
इतना
about a series that just recently aired
microphone
on
इतना
Adult Swim. Take it from here.
सही है अभी ऑडियो बता
Really gonna keep that in?
Yeah?
Like, you just did a second intro after the actual intro.
Whatever.
Alright, whatever. As my co-host so conveniently said, much like a
पॉडकास्ट
host.
की वॉल्यूम कम कर दी
Or more specifically,
चलेगा इतना
Fully Cooley Progressive, and what was the third one?
Why you always in the mood? Na 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 na.
Is it alternative?
I don't know. It sounds like that.
और बता तू नहीं कर रहा स्ट्रीम
It's fully cool. The one that just came out is fully cool.
जा स्ट्रीम कर और
Yeah,
रेड
and
मार
I think the next one is Fully Cooley Alternative. Now, while he's looking that
50
up,
लाख
let me
बंदे
give you
लेके
guys
आ
a rundown. What the heck is Fully Cooley?
भाई मैं बोर होता हूँ भाई कोई नहीं है भाई
aired
टाइम
as
पास
of
करने को
yesterday or 2
तो मेरे
days
को
ago at
पॉडकास्ट
midnight
सुनना
by
पड़ता है
Toonami. This is actually a sequel that came out. The first part of the anime, Fully Cooley, came out in the year 2000 on Adult Swim. Yeah, and then the last episode
गाने
was
बजा
released in
एटलीस्ट फॉर
2001.
अरे
Yeah, so
किसी
everyone,
और
this
के
is
लिए
like a
थोड़ा बजा रहा
10
हूँ
We've been waiting.
कोई ढंग के
See, like
क्या
everyone's
कहता है
just looking
उसे
at the release date, which is 2001.
क्या
It's
होता है
18 years, not
नो
17.
कॉपीराइट
Well, I'm
सॉन्ग्स
talking about
होते
the
ही नहीं ढंग
release
के
since the
सुनने वाले
last episode,
Yeah.
which is 2001. Anyways,
तो
so
हाँ
it was a big,
पॉडकास्ट
big
बेटर है
comeback for them. Now, most of you listening to this may or may not have heard of Fully Cooley. Probably a lot of you haven't, or you haven't watched it. Fully Cooley is my personal favorite anime of all time. And so when you watch it, you guys are probably going to it's very confusing. It does not make sense. And there are two types of people who watch this. Do one of two things. One, they're just going to brush off. They have no idea what they watched. Or two, you'll embrace the fact that you have no idea what you just watched. You know what you saw?
There's not really two choices though.
मेरे NCS गाने बेकार लगते हैं भाई NCS गाने ही बेकार होते हैं तूने थोड़ा बनाया है अगर तेरे पास कोई प्लेलिस्ट है तो भेज दे Spotify पे है तो और बेटर है
If you guys want to watch it, it's only 6 episodes, but it's 6 episodes of chaotic randomness that really makes sense. But okay, so some of you that don't know what this anime is, not so whatsoever on this anime. So in it,
Why you always in the mood?
simple way possible. Like, in a way that you don't have to get it, like, you know, obviously, you know, company in it, so use the best of your vocabulary and explain Fully Cooley to people who have never heard of it.
kid is really bored
Are
in
you
this
always in
tower,
the
nothing
mood?
amazing can happen, and then aliens crash down, and he has the power to release one of the most powerful aliens or robots in the entire universe. And this girl, who is an alien,
Why you always
knows
in the
it,
mood?
but the kid doesn't know that he has this power. The kid, this girl named Haruko hits him with a guitar, and
A bass guitar.
yeah, a bass guitar, and for some
What?
reason that easily triggers like the little bursts of power, and so she wants the ultimate power to come out, which goes
One tap.
Adamus.
One tap.
So to
One
put
tap.
it simply,
One tap.
kid
One tap.
just goes
ए
through
मर
a
गया मैं
lot of
scream हूँ भाई
random things because he
One
apparently
tap. Oh,
holds the
two tap.
power to
Two
release
tap
one of
then.
the most strongest beings in the entire universe.
One
And the
tap.
only reason that this female character Haruko wants it out on the
One tap.
universe is because she's in love with it. The
One
ultimate
tap.
Love with a four-head robot.
yeah, the ultimate power is like a soft kind of
भाई ये दो
into
गलत है ना
what the universe calls the Pirate King.
One tap.
And Haruko,
One
the
tap.
alien girl, is in love with the Pirate
One
King.
tap.
She's on a hunt for him. So she senses that
One
he
tap.
came down to Earth, he's hiding, and it turns out he's hiding
One
in the
tap.
kid's forehead.
Oh, by the way,
One tap.
say that Haruko. When we say Haruko is an alien girl, like we don't mean
One tap.
like she looks like a human. She's a pink-haired girl
One tap.
riding a yellow Vespa with a blue Beckenhauer bass guitar on her back.
है ना
She's
उधर
only alien because she says she is, and that's how the anime
One tap.
goes, and you have to accept it and
It's
no
like,
questions
I
asked.
guess she's an alien.
One tap.
But yeah, so that's basically the story of it, and Fully Cooley Progressive, which is Fully Cooley Season 2, which aired like there you go.
भाई किधर था किधर था
2 days ago?
Yeah.
2 days ago.
मेरे स्ट्रीम के डिस्क्रिप्शन से ले ले Spotify का लिंक ओके
Aired after 17 years, and everybody was excited. And luckily for us, for Aki and I, because we know some of the people at Adult Swim, they let us watch the first episode.
Why you always in the
like, ahead
mood
of everybody else.
भाई
Yeah, it was amazing. Thank you guys at Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if Adult Swim's a thing in Australia.
I don't know if
I don't.
it is.
Okay, because if
Maybe
it's,
it is now, like
Okay.
Netflix.
Well, they're the ones that are the publishers of Rick and Morty, which I'm sure
Why
some of
you
you
always
guys
in the
may have
mood
heard of.
They're
Your
associated
sister knows it, so I'm guessing that Adult Swim is.
they're
कहाँ है
associated
भाई?
with Cartoon Network, right?
They are Cartoon Network
Okay, well
and
then,
Toonami.
yeah, okay, well then, There you go.
They're collectively
You guys
all
know,
together.
you guys in
Hi.
Australia know Cartoon Network and Tsunami, so
Yeah.
कहाँ पे?
Tsunami is basically like the hub of all of that.
Yeah, Adult Swim is
पूरे पेज
pretty
पे
much
कहीं
the
पे
hub of
Spotify
Cartoon
नहीं दिखा
Network
तूने?
and Toonami. But it's
मेरे
just
स्ट्रीम
that
का
at
डिस्क्रिप्शन से
nighttime
ले ले
when they
Spotify का
released
लिंक. हाँ,
like
स्ट्रीम के
more of the
डिस्क्रिप्शन में ही चेक कर
adult-rated
रहा हूँ, पर
cartoons
नहीं
like
है.
Squidbillies, Boondocks, and a lot of
Teen Hunger Force?
yeah,
नहीं डाला
Teen
तूने,
Hunger
भूल गया
Force.
तू.
They're the ones that did that. And also just collectively anime.
शायद
I
मिनिमम
think so.
स्ट्रीम आईडी
Probably. And also just anime
नहीं
in
है भाई.
general. So they're actually one of the biggest reasons that I even know what anime is.
डिस्कॉर्ड
They
क्या?
well besides
रुक.
from like there was
डिस्कॉर्ड
Naruto and
डीएम किया
Smash
तेरे
that
को भी.
happened
मैं
during the
डिस्कॉर्ड
day.
खोलता हूँ.
But
That
then
came out in Tsunami for us.
yeah, which is basically Adult Swim.
Yeah.
So it's still kind of relaying back to it. But I would watch things at night, and they had Eureka 7, Inuyasha, and all of this, and Fully Cooley. So going back to Fully Cooley, they now have released season
It's
2
open
after
Discord.
17 years. Now you might be wondering why they waited so long. Well, nobody really knew this was going to happen.
The thing is, nobody was asking for it either.
Yeah.
But now that it's out,
Copy
we love it. Have you
and
noticed that? Like,
Yeah.
खुल जा
Fully
भाई.
Cool is so weird in that nobody was asking for a sequel because nobody thought that a sequel was possible because nobody thought that Fully Cool was popular enough to get a sequel.
Well, it's also like we don't even know what could have been built off from
Right.
the last episode.
But over
No
17,
spoilers.
yeah,
but
but over 17 years, apparently, like the fan base has just grown so much.
खुल जा
that
यार.
the creators of Fully Cool were like, well, okay, let's try and bring this back to life because much like the first season of Fully Cool, I feel the second and third season is also going to be the same in that it's very much an artistic endeavor. Like nobody in the Fully Cool team is expecting to make millions of dollars off of this, like season 2 and 3. Like they just want to make it purely because they love making something weird and interesting, and they want to satisfy the hardcore fans of Fully Cool. Because the fans,
कहाँ पे है यार?
fans of Fully Cool
Spotify.
are hardcore. Like you run into a fan of Fully Cool, they'll be like, Fully Cool is the
मेरे
most
को
amazing. I mean,
दोनों जगह लॉगिन करना पड़ेगा, पीसी पे भी और Spotify पे भी, इसको चलाने के लिए. और मेरा अकाउंट कौन सा? अकाउंट ये वाला. हाँ, लिंक मिला, अभी ओपन करना.
especially the first season.
Yeah, especially the first season. It's not going to spoon feed you anything. I think the second season maybe.
अच्छा मेरे को वो भी बता देना, क्या कहते थे, उसका क्या सर्च करूँ जो तेरे कीज आते हैं स्ट्रीम पे.
From what I've seen online, the general consensus is people are just as confused as the first season.
Oh really? Oh okay.
So I feel it's just because like
Then
you and I, but especially you, have analyzed the first season so much that you just see everything.
yeah, because I remember once we were done, Joey was like, "Oh my god, I love it. I have no idea what I watched, but that's just the most amazing part." And then I sat there, I was like, "Really? I got it
I
perfectly."
got everything.
And then he's like, "What? How?" And then I broke it down for like half an hour.
वो जो तेरे
I was
कीज
like,
नहीं आती,
"You know what?
WASD जैसे मूव कर रहा होता है वैसे स्क्रीन पे दिखाता है, वो वाले.
For this part, he's like, "How do you know?" And then I was just like, then I replayed it, and then you were all like,
And then I was like, oh yeah.
आया याद. भाई मेरा स्क्रीन शेयर तो नहीं है ना, मैं पासवर्ड वगैरह खुला आम भर रहा हूँ. नहीं, वो WASD वाला जो शो होता है.
When you feel it's hopeless, when you think that you lost, oh,
मैं भी ऐसे गूगल कर रहा हूँ.
rise up from the dust. Oh, here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, still breathing.
Yes, let's watch this.
Nobody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna
just jump to the
until we
next.
reach it. Oh, all you need to know
So
is
as
that
you can
we're
see,
holding on. We rise up from the dust and
स्ट्रीमलैब्स पे नहीं होता ये? तू OBS सिंपल वाला यूज कर रहा है? नहीं, स्ट्रीमलैब्स पे भी होता होगा. हाँ होता होगा, क्यों नहीं होता होगा। इनपुट ओवरले डाउनलोड करूँगा। व्हाट? इनपुट ओवरले Brother, do you know how to remove message permission? OBS FPS खाता है। अरे बट ये थोड़ा इजियर भी तो है। OBS में सेटअप करना हार्ड है, तो मैं OBS क्या कहते हैं स्ट्रीमलैब से भर लिया। अभी क्या करूँ इनपुट ओवरले डाउनलोड बहुत इजी है। मेरे को स्ट्रीमलैब्स OBS कॉम्प्लिकेटेड लॉल। भाई डाउनलोड कहाँ पे है? भाई डाउनलोड लिंक।
Hey, my opinion, but that contains first things first, you're gonna need to download the
रिलीज में जाना है। रिलीज। भाई नॉर्मल डाउनलोड बटन क्यों नहीं रखते यार ये? Am I too dumb? भाई स्ट्रीम पे करता है भाई। मेरे को बताओ डाउनलोड लिंक कहाँ पे दिख रहा है? यहाँ पे ये है, यहाँ पे कोई रिलीज नहीं है। कोड पड़ा हुआ है, मास्टर कोड पड़ा हुआ है, रीड में पड़ा हुआ है, इंस्टॉल गाइड, कॉन्फ़िग। यस आई एम टू डम। भाई मेरे को डाउनलोड लिंक ढूंढ के दो यार। गो टू फाइल भी किया, फाइल पे भी भाई क्या डाउनलोड करूँ? क्या गे साइट है भाई गीक्स के लिए। डाउनलोड जिप करूँ? पर ये कोड डाउनलोड होगा ना? अरे यहाँ से क्यों कर रहा हूँ? फक, यहाँ पे जाएगा। नहीं मिला यार। गिटहब ट्यूटोरियल लूं? कुछ तो डाउनलोड किया है मैंने, ठीक है, अभी पता लग जाएगा भाई हुआ है कि नहीं। मैं स्क्रीन शेयर नहीं कर रहा क्योंकि मेरी पॉइंट पता लग जाएगी सबको, मेरे को पक्का पता है। पीसी बाद में खोलूंगा, पॉइंट पहले खुलेगी, इसलिए स्क्रीन देखते रहो भाई।
So as you can just install now and there is no input overlay, so we'll make that happen. Then just go to this folder,
प्लगइन्स में जाना, OBS प्लगइन्स में जाना,
to folder
कॉपी करना। प्लगइन्स का फोल्डर है इसमें? यस, प्लगइन्स का फोल्डर नहीं है, नहीं है, नहीं है भाई, क्या मजाक है। मैं रो दूंगा यार। मैं रो दूंगा, छोड़ो, बाद में करेंगे। तू मरा नहीं भाई? कितना गंदा है मैं तेरा भाई।
Won't you take me home and give me wings to fly? We can be alone in the castle in the sky. We can run away and leave this world behind.
मेरे को पता नहीं ये वाला क्लियर करना कैसे है। ऐसे ये मारा और दूसरा बंदा कहाँ पे है? मेरे को डर है, मेरे को पीछे से गोली पड़ेगी। अच्छा यहाँ पे है ही नहीं। ओ दिख गया भाई, अभी तो गया, मारा। कस्टम डीएम खेल, कस्टम डीएम खेल भाई। अभी अभी मेरा क्या कहता है, मैं वही खेल रहा था पर एक भी शॉट नहीं लग रहा था, तो मैंने कहा क्यों बेइज्जती करवानी, इससे अच्छा मैं बॉट मार लेता हूँ, क्योंकि बॉट वापस तो नहीं मारेंगे ना, अगर मारेंगे भी तो मैं देख सकता हूँ, बट इंसान पीटते हैं और बेइज्जती होती है भाई।
Won't you take me home and give me wings to fly? We can be alone in the castle in the sky. We can run away and leave this
वॉच माई क्रिस्पी ऑप। जब कोई देख नहीं रहा तो कहाँ की बेइज्जती, वही तो। वैसे भी हमें बोरिंग होती है, तो मैं सोचा कुछ एंटरटेनिंग करते हैं, एंड एंटरटेनिंग इज किलिंग बॉट्स। अभी मेरे को मारा ना, मर नहीं मरा, मरा। वही वापिस से आना तो देखो। 3 2 1 एंड ही इज डेड, एंड 3 2 1 एंड आई एम डेड। नहीं, ये पिक करेगा और नहीं मरेगा। ए देखा क्या शॉट था भाई। वॉच माय सेक्सी बी हॉप्स, नॉट सेक्सी। One tap, one tap. No one tap. One tap. No one tap. ओ भाई क्या था? Inhuman reactions. One tap God. One tap God. मर मर मर, नहीं मारूंगा तेरे को, बट तेरे को भी नहीं मारने दूंगा। आ ये तू आ गया। अच्छा तू यहाँ पे खड़ा ना, नहीं मर गया भाई। वन तक गवा दूं मैं, तेरे को पता नहीं है। ये मरा, नहीं मरा, मर गया। इमेजिन कर लो मर गया, ठीक है। ये पक्का मरेगा। 3 2 1 को। तेरे से सबर नहीं होता, नहीं होता भाई। कोई किसी को खुश देख नहीं सकता डीएम में भाई। स्ट्रीम पे नो स्कोप लग जा भाई। जब एक ही बंदे से 2 बार मरता है ना, बहुत बुरा लगता है। आई नो हाउ इट फील्स। ईश भाई। अच्छा तू यहीं पे ना, तू यहीं पे रुक, मैं पहले इन्हें मार लूं। नहीं, तू किसी और के हाथ से मरेगा। मतलब आजा आजा आजा, तेरे को पता मैं यहाँ पे हूँ। अभी देखो क्राउच पीक पॉइंट, क्राउच पीक 2.0 देखा, डर के भाग गया भाई। मरा नहीं, ये पहले लग जाते थे ऐसे शॉट। देखा, लगा ना, कभी कभी लगता भाई। ऐसा नहीं है कि हम नूब है, अपना लक खराब है। देखा देखा स्किल। अच्छा अच्छा इधर से आएगा। ए भाई देख कितना कैलकुलेटेड था वो नोज को। अच्छा नहीं भाई, मैं ट्रिक दिखाने वाला था पर ये दिखाने नहीं देंगे। सी my crosshair placement, it's still great. My aim is bad but crosshair placement on point. See this. भाई राइफल दिखाता है भाई। ऑपिंग हो गई, कैनियस हो गया। अभी स्क्रीम बनेंगे और निको प्लस स्क्रीम। ओके नेवर माइंड, नो निको। प्रोफेशनल स्प्रे कंट्रोल किसका अच्छा था? किसका स्प्रे कंट्रोल अच्छा? डुप्री का, मैजिस का। हाँ भाई ऐड दे दो स्पॉटिफाई वालों, ऐड सुनो भाई। आई एम स्पॉन्सर्ड बाय स्पॉटिफाई गाइस।
हाई क्वालिटी एफर्ट्स को स्टैंडर्ड साउंड क्वालिटी में एंजॉय करोगे। Get Spotify Premium and enjoy your songs in the highest quality. Tap the banner to know more.
Aim is there, bro. मेरे को लगता नहीं है नो कॉपीराइट सॉन्ग्स हैं। भाई कहाँ गए बंदे? डीएम खाली हो गया क्या? भाई आजा स्प्रे में, आजा स्प्रे में। आ गया ना, शांति हो गई। नो स्कोप कर रहा था। ऐसा नहीं होगा कि अपना फ्लिक नहीं चलेगा। फ्लिक, ग्रेट फ्लिक। बैड स्प्रे, ग्रेट फ्लिक। टिंग टोंग टिंग टोंग टिंग 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 टोंग। That's how silver plays, okay? Don't judge. अरे यार वन टैप था भाई, 2 हिट लगे उसे। ये देखिए यहाँ पे आएगा बंदा, यहाँ पे हेड आएगा उसका, आएगा, आजा आजा। रिएक्शन टाइम यार, रिएक्शन टाइम नहीं है। Aim is there. भाई बीट पे भी हॉप। okay. गुस्सा है ना तेरा, बिहॉप खराब किया मैं, मार ले भाई, सेटिस्फाई। भाई ये ऑरेंज ना, ये ऑरेंज प्रोफाइल पिक देखी हुई है मैंने कहीं, हाँ शॉटर भाई। अबे यम्मी चम्मी भाई, चल भाई डोटा खेलू, देख देख देख, ये मेरा टॉप लेन है, टॉप लेन। हाँ नहीं आता वो है, किसका वेट करूं? एक्सप्लेन। ओके भाई, आएगा भाई, भाई मिस्टर बीस्ट आएगा, वो आएगा, मेरा मिस्टर बीस्ट आएगा। क्यों नहीं आएगा? मिस्टर बीस्ट आएगा, मिस्टर बीस्ट को आना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो मैं काला जादू करूंगा। सो गुड, लर्न CSGO। ओए ये घूमा था, मेरे को लगा मरा। हाँ भाई अकेला, भाई मैं दुनिया में अकेला हूँ। टाइम कितना हुआ? 5 ना, 5:30 बजे जाऊंगा भाई। या फिर मैं यहाँ पे करूँ, मैं ना किसी की टीम के लिए ट्राई आउट करूँगा 5:30 बजे। सोच रहा हूँ स्ट्रीम पे करूँ कि नहीं, स्ट्रीम पे करूँगा तो एम्बैरेसिंग होगा। बता, देखो ट्राई आउट देखने गया, भाई बंदे बुलाएंगे हम और उन्हें उनका ट्रायल लेंगे, ट्राई आउट लेंगे कि वो टीम में ऐड करने लायक है कि नहीं। भाई गन की स्विच हो गए। मेरी टीम नहीं, किसी और की। I'm not in a team right now. भाई ये यम, तू भी प्रोग्रामिंग करता था ना? मैं अगर करता तो तेरे को गिटहब तो यूज करना आता होगा ना। मैं गिटहब का एक लिंक भेजता हूँ, मेरे को डाउनलोड लिंक ढूंढ के दे। मेरे को डाउनलोड लिंक ही नहीं मिला। मेरे को यहाँ क्या कहते हैं, इस लिंक पे बता डाउनलोड लिंक है कहाँ पे। भाई तब भी ट्राई कर, अगर तेरे को लिंक डाउनलोड लिंक मिले तो बताइए। ओ भाई पार्टी पे कुछ और ही खोल रहा है ऊपर से। अभी मैंने खोला ना स्ट्रीम के बीच में, बाद में देखूंगा। ये मैंने ओए वन टैप शॉटर को मारा। या मर 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 मर। मिल गया? कहाँ पे जाके मिला? कोड पे क्लिक करके कोड डाउनलोड होता है, वो मतलब अलग चीज डाउनलोड होती है, वो प्रोग्राम नहीं डाउनलोड होता। रुक फिर से वैसे करता हूँ। कोड पे क्लिक किया, यहाँ पे डाउनलोड जिप ना, हाँ नहीं वो डिफरेंट चीज है, वो कोड डाउनलोड हो जाता है। ओपन डेस्कटॉप, गिटहब डेस्कटॉप, वो डाउनलोड करना पड़ेगा। नहीं अरे गिटहब डेस्कटॉप सॉफ्टवेयर की बात कर रहे हैं, या फिर तेरे को पता है गिटहब डेस्कटॉप में खुलता है। वो जो इनपुट ओवरले है, ये इनपुट ओवरले का हाँ वहाँ पे लिखा होगा डाउनलोड इनपुट ओवरले, ऐसा कुछ। ऑफर ओए हाँ भाई मेरे को भी सेम पता नहीं लगा, छोड़ नहीं, बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है। यस CS खेलेगा तो बोल। नहीं भाई नहीं मिला, तेरे को मिला वायरस लिंक, मतलब पेज में गया और उस पर मेरे को डाउनलोड बटन नहीं मिला। मैं तेरे को लिंक दोबारा भेजता हूँ, तू मेरे को बता दे अगर तेरे को मिलता तो। नेवर माइंड, मिल गया। भाई क्या फक्ड अप था, मेरे को राइट में लिखा हुआ वहाँ पे डाउनलोड लिंक और मैं देखा नहीं अभी तक। नेवर माइंड, गॉट इट। अभी लेट्स कंटिन्यू द ट्यूटोरियल।
Then go to your local disk,
कॉपी किया, प्रोग्राम फाइल्स,
under the
OBS स्टूडियो में गया। कॉपी किया, डाउनलोड्स, इनपुट ओवरले, प्लगइन्स, कॉपी, अभी स्ट्रीमलैब्स का फोल्डर, स्ट्रीमलैब्स OBS, अभी किधर जाके प्लांट पेस्ट करना है?
Paste these two folders.
स्टूडियो में ही पेस्ट कर देना.
It's just pasted. Now if we take a look into OBS, now you can see there is these two options: input overlay and input.
अभी देखते हैं इनपुट ओवरले आया क्या. इनपुट ओवरले, मीडिया सोर्स, टेक्स्ट, ब्ला 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 ब्ला. मेरे हिसाब से OBS रीस्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा वो लाने के लिए. मेरे हिसाब से OBS रीस्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा. हाँ वही.
अब चाहे जिंदगी ऐसी जीत, अब चाहे जिंदगी है.
अगर तेरा ऑटो ऑफ बंद है तो, नहीं तो तेरा स्ट्रीम तुरंत बंद हो जाएगा. ऑटो ऑफ नहीं पता मेरे को, ऑटो ऑफ क्या है अभी. एक्चुअली मैं चेक करूँ एक बार ये, क्योंकि OBS का ट्यूटोरियल था. इनपुट ओवरले स्ट्रीमलैब्स.
The description below, and I chose US Basic, and then I just went
नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम में डाल दूंगा.
start editing, and from there I just started removing just key size black on black change that. Remember to check out the links to my Discord and check out our community. We have giveaways there. And
this is a podcast where two guys, you, Kunal Kapoor, and you, Anubhav Pal, talk about our last week, where you talk about the week and I just say yeah. Not really, but yeah.
यहाँ पे सारे वैसे नोआ बोर्ड यूज कर रहे हैं.
That's a radio thing. Oh, okay. You have to click on it. Click on to press our faces down. No. Now this is becoming a massage request. Yeah. Don't press on our faces. There should be a play.
नोआ बोर्ड ये हाँ.
Stream now.
इनपुट ओवरले OBS के लिए और स्ट्रीमलैब्स के लिए नोआ बोर्ड है शायद. हाँ नोआ बोर्ड का ट्यूटोरियल देखना मेरे को. भाई 100 FPS आता है. तेरा तो PC भी मेरे से अच्छा है, तो वो FPS से फर्क काफी पड़ता है क्या? मेरे को बस 100 FPS चाहिए. 100 मिल जाए तो चलेगा. दोनों ट्राई कर लेते हैं. अगर इनपुट ओवरले चल गया सही है, नहीं तो नो बोर्ड.
Sitting through this turbulence, shaking when shit turns to his. Watching rapping tournaments, see fake ass dudes all acting bitch. Like what the fuck is this? Yeah, thought you made it big. Yeah, bought expensive shit. Now you returning all of it, and I kinda see myself in them. No, I gotta take an L sometimes.
Downloads, no award.
Just know I didn't cross no lines. See them when I close my eyes. Feel weird when a friend's nearby. Conversation really wastes my time. By myself when I lose my mind. Yeah.
सेटिंग्स, माउस सेंसिटिविटी, ये क्या क्या बता रहा है यार? म्यूजिक बढ़ा देता यार. Guys, be right back. Let me fix the Nova board. I'll be back.
It's all cooperation. Yeah, trying to balance all of
ये
these
लगाऊं कि
hated
नहीं?
faces and face the fact that I haven't made it. Cop the latest gear while I ignore the basics, and when the morning comes, man, I just fucking hate it. Gates looming, lines zooming, moving while that bass booming. Fear be the nuisance that's choking me more than nuisance. Losing sense of direction, the way of losing depression. Drank a little more and maybe even gave me some blessings.
World is gone hazy and I'm losing my mind. I'm the only one sticking by my side. Things are going crazy and shit ain't right. Baby, I'm out, I'd die. By my side. By my side.
मैं कौन कौन सी कीज यूज़ करता हूँ? GH तक यूज़ कर लेता हूँ मैं. कैप्स लॉक शिफ्ट यूज़ करता हूँ. Z कंट्रोल यूज़ करता हूँ. 1 2 3 4 5 भी यूज़ करता हूँ. 6 कभी कभी करता हूँ. ये सही लग रहा है मेरे को.
I wanna get it like for real. I catch him staring, what's the deal? I got him rolling on the left side. Yeah. I know you're jealous, how's it feel? I see him rolling on the ground. Go crazy, nobody around.
ये सही है. अभी क्या करना
So
है?
put him up and hit the left, right. Yeah. Wait till the pillies take it down. Hey, yeah. Heard you craving 10 times, that was last time. Got me feeling anti, know you can't fly. Put that bird on standby, I'ma let slide. Homie chasing landmines.
स्ट्रीम लैब्स खोला, ऐड किया, न्यू विंडो कैप्चर. अच्छा, ओके ओके. ये FPS इसलिए खाता क्योंकि एक्स्ट्रा है.
She wanna hit me on the way, yeah. I hear the same shit every day, yeah. We got the AKs and we spray, yeah. I'm intoxicated, yeah. I pour the holy water saturated, yeah. My veins are flowing and I'm nauseated, yeah. The kind of love that keep me suffocated, 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 intoxicated, yeah. I pour the holy water saturated, yeah. My veins are flowing and I'm nauseated, yeah. The kind of love that keep me suffocated, suffocated, suffocated.
अभी इसे रखे कहाँ पे?
She wanna step in one more time. I said you better get a life. I see you wrapping around the block now, yeah. I got the venue packed inside. You see it dripping from the chain. That shit that go right to your brain. It got me feeling like a rock star, yeah. I mix that shit with Mary Jane. Hey, yeah. Gotta do it my way, that's what I say. Wanna see where I stay, sliding sideways. Drop it like a side chain, get on my wave. 50 grand in my safe, back in my day. Hey, make sure that everybody ate. Feds at the door, you better knock now, yeah. I'm kinda running out of space. Hey, yeah. She wanna hit me on the way, yeah. intoxicated. Yeah, I pour the holy water saturated. Yeah, my veins are glowing and I'm nauseated. Yeah, the kind of love that keep me suffocating, 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 intoxicated.
भैया ने फिल्टर किस पे अप्लाई कर दिया? अरे यार मैंने किसी और चीज पे फिल्टर लगा दिया, अभी मेरे को ढूंढना पड़ेगा अकेला अकेला। यार फक, किस पे फिल्टर लगाया मैंने? हाँ भाई ये रहा फिल्टर। कुछ अजीब लगे तो मेरे को बताना, मैंने किसी ने किसी चीज पे फिल्टर लगा दिया और वो गलत लग गया। ठीक है क्या ये? ऐसा ठीक लग रहा है? बट ये की क्या कैप्चर कर भी रहा है? ओ मेरे को कीबोर्ड सेटिंग बदलनी पड़ेगी। सेटिंग्स, कीबोर्ड सेटिंग्स। साइज CS:GO, साइज CS गोटा कर ले, साइज छोटा कर ले। अरे मेरे को लेआउट चेंज करना पड़ेगा भाई। ये गाना अनोइंग है, स्किप करो। मेरे को ना कीबोर्ड लेआउट चेंज करना पड़ेगा। कीबोर्ड लेआउट का ऑप्शन कहाँ पे है? लेआउट लेआउट लेआउट। वेट, हाँ करता हूँ, छोटा करता हूँ। पहले लेआउट देख लो कहाँ से चेंज होता है। क्या नाम है इसका? नोआ बोर्ड, नो बोर्ड, नो बो ले रॉक Dvorak. Know about how to YouTube चलेंगे। Know about change layout.
My uncle kept on mattress. Came a long way from the mattress. Used to lay up like kick. Trap dog meeting in the mud. Kept on in the
यार नो कीबोर्ड लेआउट्स। यार मेरा कीबोर्ड ही नहीं है यहाँ पे। E A चलेगा, बाकी दिखेगा ही नहीं।